Can we start with David Luiz, just an update on how he is? And obviously it was a sickening collision at the start. Do you think it did affect your players in that period in the first half?
Well, it was a really tense situation because the collision was, surprising. Straight away, you could see the reaction of the players asking the dogs to come on the field, which is never a good reaction. And then I just had news from David, and the dog made all the tests and followed all the protocols to make sure that he was fine. He responded really well to all of them, but it was a nasty cut. David wanted to continue, and he continued, but at halftime we decided to take him out because he wasn't comfortable heading the ball. And with Raul really concerned and worried, we want to send him best wishes for him and his family because it looked really nasty, and hopefully he can make a good recovery.
Onto the football, you finished the game really strongly, but how frustrated are you at the moment? Does it feel a little bit like one step forward and two steps back?
Well, it's a frustrating night again. Losing at home, it's painful. It's the third time in a row for different reasons. But at the end of the day, the first half, Wolves had 2 shots on target, scored 2 goals. We had, I don't know how many entrants in the penalty box, how many crosses, chances, situation with more or less efficiency, with more or less quality into the final ball, but enough for sure not to lose the game or even win it. But when the games comes in that situation again against Wolves, you are so exposed in any ball that you lose in certain areas because they are a great counter-attack team. And this is our reality at the moment. This is our level today, that we can beat anybody, but we can lose as well because the margin are so minimal. And if we don't start to score more goals, obviously the mountain, it's a big one to climb.
James Bench.
Hi, Mikel. Obviously, this has been a bit of an issue throughout the season. In terms of creativity, I think you're 4th from bottom in the league in terms of chances created. What are you doing on the training ground to address that with the squad you have?
Well, when we can train, that means that we have time because we play every 3 days, which makes it really difficult to do that. Just try to improve the situation. More than the situation that we create or not is the final product that we deliver when we are in this situation. The amount of times that we hit the target with the situations that we create, which is not enough. But it's down to me to find this solution, to put the right players in the right positions and do it better.
So is your concern hitting the target or creating the chances? Because from afar, it seems like you're not getting to a position to create to hit the target.
Well, for sure today we got into these positions much more than Wolves did, and we lose 2-1. That's for sure. But the quality, as I mentioned before to your colleague, the efficiency when we get into these positions, the quality of the delivery when we get there, and the final product has to be much more consistent and better. And this is the task that we have ahead of us.
Mark Mann-Bryans.
Hi, Mikel. It's 5 defeats from 10 in the Premier League now on what is a year to the day since Unai Emery was sacked. Is there any part of you that's concerned for your position?
It's something that the day I decided to be a coach, I know that one day I will be sacked or I will leave the football club. I don't know if the day after I sign my contract, in a month's time, in a year's time, or 6 months. So I never worry about that.
So it's nothing that's concerning you at the moment. You still think you can obviously get the best from these?
That exactly. My only concern is to get the best out of the players, get the best possible service to the club, and become better and better. I know, I repeat you, in this profession, one day I would get the sack or I would leave, but I don't know when that's going to happen.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Charles Watts.
Hi, Mikel. I think this is Arsenal's lowest points tally at this stage of the season in any Premier League season now, since the Premier League started. given where you were, just a few months ago after the FA Cup win and the progress that seems to be made, how disappointing and worrying is that for you?
Very much, as you can imagine. You expect other things happening. We lost games in many different ways, but at the end we lost them, and that is our reality. It's not any different. At the end, the table, after 8 or 10 games, sometimes no, but after a few more, they would tell you where you are and how much you deserve. And we have to improve. Clearly, it's not near good enough for this football club, and we have to change this dramatically.
We saw at Old Trafford just how important Thomas Partey could be to this team. Obviously, you haven't had him since the Villa game. How close is he to coming back, and how clear is it how important he will be to this side?
I don't know. I don't think he will be with us in the next few games, but still, we've been missing a lot of players. We have many different issues, but I don't like to use that excuse. At the end of the day, we are all the time really close to winning football matches, and we end up losing it in the last few games. And this is only in our hands with the players that we have. It's what we have to do. We cannot change that. It's not in our hands.
Sorry, did you say the next few games there for Partey? Is it a bit more serious than you thought at first?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Thanks, Mikel.
Just one more. Nick Callow from Haters, please.
Apologies, Mikel. Talking about your concerns and worries, are you worried by Oba's form and everything he's putting into the team at the moment?
Well, I think we all are, because the main goal scorer of the club at the moment is not scoring goals. So my biggest concern is how to help him more to score more goals, because we need his goals. How important Oba has been for this club in the last 2 years, and how the goal sheet is being shared amongst the squad tells you the importance of him scoring goals if we want to be successful.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.